Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Be Your Own Doctor. For those who don't know me, my name is Stephanie Agbonkwa, but I'm popularly known as Daughter of Zion. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for tuning in, and please watch this video to the very end. So today, without wasting much time, today we're gonna dive into what brought us here today on another episode of Health Talks. So today we're gonna talking about cigarette. Okay, so cigarette use can make you impotent, and this video today is all about how or what happened or how can cigarette use makes you impotent. Because I realized that when I put out this topic, a lot of people ask me how does cigarette affect my fertility rate and much more. So on this video, I'm gonna be explaining to you how the use of cigarette can make you important. That is the reason for this video. Okay, so like we said, the title of the health topics that we have today is cigarette use can make you impotent, and this is how I'm going to explain. Okay, so guys, just to let you know, when you see me looking down, I'm looking at my jot books. I write down some stuff on my jot books so that way I have to touch everything and nothing is being left out. Okay, because sometimes I realize when I keep talking and I don't look at the jot book, I realize maybe I skipped a point or I didn't talk about a point, so that's why that's the reason for the jot book. Okay, so cigarette use can make you impotent. That's what we're talking about today, right? So impotency is one of the important consequences of cigarette smokers for males. The impotency is caused by a variety of factors. We all know that, right? Not just cigarette can make you impotent. There are other factors attributing to that, but today we're going to be focusing on our cigarette use. Okay, so the impotency is caused by a variety of factors, but one of them is damage to the blood vessels. That is why we have this video today. Okay, they actually supply the penis with blood flow and allow it to become erect. Hence, when you narrow these blood vessels by smoking, that's what we're talking about today, you make it much more difficult for enough blood to come into the penis to allow it to become fully erect, and that can cause impotency or failure of the male to be able to get an erection. Hence, there is a great consequences for male and the partner as well. So what are we talking about? The ability for your penis to get erected depends on the quantity or amount of blood flow that is going through your blood vessels, that is automatically going through your penis to make it erect. So this is how cigarette narrow or can make you impotent. When we talk about erection, we're talking about the blood flow, the blood vessels, or the amount of blood that goes into your penis in order for it to get erected. So by smoking cigarette, you are gradually narrowing the blood flow to your blood vessels to your penis. So by narrowing the amount of blood or the blood vessels that lead to your penis in order for erection to occur, you are thereby reducing your chances of being fertile. Yeah, so that's what I'm basically talking about. All right, so it is impotency is one of the important consequences of cigarette smokers for males. The impotency is caused by a variety of factors. I already talked about that. But one of them is damage to the blood vessels, and that is what cigarette does. Cigarette damage your blood vessels. In other words, it narrows the blood flow to the penis, and of course, it is the blood flow to the penis that helps the penis to get erected. So you can enjoy your sexual life, and in order for fertilization or fertilizing to occur. So impotency is one of the important consequences of cigarette smokers for males. The impotency is caused by a variety of factors, but one of them is damage to the blood vessels that actually supply the penis with blood flow, which allow it to become erect. Hence, when you narrow those blood vessels by smoking, this is how it happens. When you narrow those blood vessels by smoking, you make it much more difficult for enough blood to come into your penis to allow it to become erect, to become fully erect, and that can cause impotency or failure of male to be able to get an erection. Hence, this is a great consequences for male and their partner as well. So that is what we're talking about today. This is how This is how cigarette can affect your fertility and that's why make you impotent. Okay, the risk for impotency in men who smoke cigarette is quite substantial. One, it may also be caused by factors other than simply blockage of the arteries. Yeah, it can come by, it can be caused by other varieties of factors. I think it's because by the effect of cigarettes. Yeah, so that is how cigarette smoking can affect uh, fet- uh your fertility rate. So we move forward. We said the risks for impotency in men who smoke cigarette is quite substantial, and it may be caused by factors other than simply a blockage of the ovaries. Okay, it might be caused by factors other than blockage of the ovaries, other factors like I did mention earlier. So we move forward. I think it's because by the effect of cigarette smoking on the ability of their blood vessels to vasodilate by damaging the lungs lining of these vessels. So by smoking cigarette, you are also making it difficult to vasodilate the vessels and the cells or the lungs lining to these vessels. So please, smoking is a no. Let's not do that. So the risks for impotency in men who smoke cigarette is quite substantial, and it may be caused also by factors other than simply blockage of the ovaries. I think it's because by the effect of cigarette smoking on the ability of the blood vessels to vasodilate by damaging the lungs lining of these blood vessels. So please, we should watch out for that too. That is a very important point to take note of. The lungs vessels and also the blood vessels and the ability to expand or contract and allow blood vessels flow to occur. This makes it difficult for your penis to erect. Of course, you're gonna have a problem with fertility. This therefore provides an important reason why they should stop smoking, guys. Push it away. Stop smoking, guys. I don't know how to emphasize on this much, but please stop smoking, okay? So in 2021, about 1/3 of men and women of reproductive age in the United States are smokers, despite all the warnings, despite all the discouragement, and despite all what is going on in our society. No matter how hard we try, in 2021 it was reported that about 1/3 of men and women of reproductive age in the United States and worldwide are smokers, despite all the warnings and public service announcement. So now, without doing that, can we now talk about let's talk about other consequences other than men being impotent for smoking cigarette. So cigarette smoking does not only affect the lungs. Think about this again. I know cigarette smoking affect the lungs, but think about this. Not only the lungs, we have other body parts or other body organs or other body tissues that cigarette affect it. So please think about that again before deciding to continue smoking cigarette. So a recent study in IVF patients found breakdown product of nicotine in 100% of follicular fluid of infertility patients undergoing IVF. So please, we don't want to get to this stage, okay? So a recent study in IVF patients found out that there is a chances of nicotine, and we all know nicotine in cigarette comes from cigarette too, okay? So a recent study in IVF patients found breakdown product of nicotine in patients undergoing IVF. So please, we don't want to do that. This the more they smoke, the higher the level were found. So please, if you know you are a great smoker, I encourage you to quit or reduce the amount of cigarette you smoke a day. Also, if you are a smoker, your eggs are soaking 24 hours a day in cigarette smoke breakdown products. Not only for male, we talk about making you impotent. Now it goes to women. That the more you smoke, the more chances of your egg are being damaged, and that can lead to female not able to conceive or not able to bring forth children. Also, 84% of women who are non-smokers and whose partner are non-smokers also had nicotine byproduct in their follicular fluid. How does people who don't smoke, women who don't smoke, husbands or their partners who don't smoke, responsible for this? Let me tell you something. I keep telling people about secondhand smokers. Secondhand smokers are people who don't smoke, but maybe someone close to them are smoking. So we call that secondhand smokers. So 84% of women who are non-smokers and whose partner are also non-smokers also have nicotine byproduct in their follicular fluid. Why? This is why. Follicular fluid, this is why. The people who smoke near you are compromising your fertility. You know, people who smoke near you might not be your partner, may not be yourself. It might be at your job site. It may be where you live. It may be your environment, and talk about that. For example, I already mentioned that your job. Okay. So, another point is that smokers are going to run out of eggs sooner. Does it sound strange to you? Yeah. If your eggs are being soaked by smoking, of course you're gonna run out of eggs sooner because your eggs are being damaging. Smokers are going to run out of eggs sooner. Cigarette smoking has been shown to accelerate the loss of eggs from the ovaries. One of many eggs are left in the hormone. And how we conduct this test is through the FSH test hormone. FSH is a follicular stimulating hormone test that we conduct, and then we know that, oh, in sooner or later you're gonna be running out of eggs. So please, if you are a great smoker, I'll invite you to please reduce smoking, or better still, quit smoking. Is gonna help you a lot. Okay, so smokers are going to run out of eggs sooner. Cigarette smoking has been shown to accelerate the loss of eggs from the ovaries. One of the blood tests we use to measure how many eggs are left is the hormone FSH test that we conduct. Higher follicular stimulating hormone levels mean less egg is remaining. Smokers have 66% higher FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone. Like we were saying, a higher FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone, a higher FSH level means less eggs remain. So smokers have 66% higher FSH levels than non-smoker, hence likely to go menopause at an earlier age. So please, we don't want to get there. The next point that I have is that smoking also affects your IVF success. IVF is a medical procedure whereby an egg is fertilized by sperm in a test tube or elsewhere other than the body or outside of the body. Everybody can get pregnant with IVF. We all know that, right? But smokers doing IVF needed higher doses of those expensive fertility injections. But they still ended up with more cycles getting cancelled. That is the consequences. Less egg when they are getting diffused. The eggs are being lessened. Less eggs when they weren't getting cancelled. More cycles with falling or failed fertilization. And overall had a much lower level of getting pregnant, and hence infertility is the order of the day. So now let's talk about treatment. Okay, let's talk about remedies. Quitting smoking will increase your fertility rate. You know that, right? Also, this is just like an advice. Does smoking affect impotency? A lot of people ask me, does it truly affect it? An erection is only possible when blood vessels in the penis enlarge and fill with blood. Smoking disrupts blood vessels in that area of the body, meaning the action can't fully maintain what is supposed to maintain, or what the function. The actions cannot fully maintain the function. So does smoking really affect impotency? This is how. An erection is only possible when blood vessels in the penis enlarge and fill with blood. Smoking disrupts blood vessels in that area of the body, meaning the action can't always happen or the action cannot be functional. In fact, smoking can cause erectile dysfunction in men as young as 20 years old. So you are not too young to be impotent if you are a great smoker. Furthermore, studies show that smoking can lead to DNA damage in the sperms. This is why you want to stop smoking. Guys, hope you find this video interesting. If you are smoking, please say no to smoking. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Share this video. It might be of help to somebody. And thank you for tuning in. Hope you find this video interesting. Thank you.